Well, my task today is to try and point you in the right direction and make sure that you don't waste too much money when making that big purchase of a motorhome. Consider licensing as well. If you passed your test after the 1st of January 1997, you can only drive up to a maximum weight of 3.5 tonnes. Conversely, once you hit age 70, you will lose your 7.5 tonne maximum weight limit, which is what you will have if you pass your test before that previous date. This is a motorhome where the converter puts a first floor down on the chassis and a second floor that creates a cavity. Within that cavity, all of the plumbing and the water tanks are mounted, and it's heated as well. So that has the dual benefit of stopping all your tanks freezing up in the winter, but also the interior is warmer as well because effectively you've got heat coming from underneath. You can get away with the wastewater tank being underslung because you can have heaters and insulation fitted, but what a lot of people do is just leave the drain valve open, so when you're camping in the winter, the water will just run straight through because it's warm coming out of the sink or the shower or the washroom. So now we move on to high tops. So we have a steel panel van, same thing as a rising roof vehicle, but now it has full standing headroom, and this is where we move on to a vehicle that has all the comforts of home within, the same as any other motor caravan motorhome, no matter how large it is. The advantage you have with this is better levels of insulation than most panel vans, so it's warmer, and because the body is squarer, an increase in internal space. The most important thing to know that it's been damp tested, because that will discover whether there are any leaks. And if you've got any doubts and the vehicle's a little bit older, you can have the bodywork resealed as well. So if you were buying, you could insist that it was resealed to make sure it's not going to be damp in the future. Make sure you can get that driver's seat far enough back because the wardrobe, the washroom and the kitchen is further up front. Of course, the difference between this and the van conversion is now we've got more space to have fully featured kitchens, full cookers, ovens, lots and lots of space like that as well, according to the actual overall length of the vehicle too. The distance between the end of the bed and the washroom and the shower can be very tight because the manufacturer is trying to give you as much facilities in a shorter vehicle. So make sure there's good access around the foot of the bed on both sides. It really can be a squeeze, and you're happy with that. That's one of the most important things you'll see in an island bed layout that may or may not be a deal breaker.